Hello, I'm Atari Nobunaga, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin. In the last episode, we went to the Desert Spring for the first time, got a few parts, and cleared out a few enemies. In this episode, we're going to be returning back to the Desert Spring, and possibly do a rematch with a certain boss that we encountered way back in the Forest of Hope. Alright, as we begin our day, we're going to get 20 of our usual yellow Pikmin. There's a blue sprout over there that was from a blue Pikmin that unfortunately died to a stupid Wollywog last time we were here. We're going to ignore it for now, and instead we're going to go over here. Over here, underneath these skulls are some bomb rocks for us to collect. Okay. Now, yeah, these bomb rocks usually generate in a random number. Sometimes, see here, 1, 2, random number, and I don't think. Hold on, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's 8. Okay, that could be a problem, but fuck you up. We're gonna get our 50 reds over here real quick. Then what we're gonna do now is wait, hold on. Oh no, that's 8. There's more bomb rocks over here, which are usually there's only 4 of them. Nope, okay. Sorry about that. I'm gonna throw 3 of them over here. Dismiss them and then get these 9 over here. These walls have the same strength as the walls from the forest navel. So black walls take 9, while gray walls take 6. Run. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not good. But that should do it. Okay, with that area now cleared, I'm going to get the rest of our blues over here. Getting this blue over here. And we're going to get our yellows to regroup with our yellows with our Pikmin over here. There's a stick there that the Pikmin can use to construct a ladder, and that's what we're going to do. Now while they're climbing to where I want them to be, we're going to get our blues, and going north here where we had a lot of enemies to deal with, which are now gone now. There's simply a wall at that little bridge from that. Near the boss fight over here, which has the ship part. And don't pluck the grass. Alright. With them at work, all I'm going to essentially just walk over here. Here, ignoring the armored cannon beetle. Yeah, we're gonna get our yellows and reds here. Quickly though, we gotta separate them real quick, and then with our reds, we're gonna have a little visit with Mr. Armored Cannon Beetle, and thus begins round 2. Now, like last time, once he sucks in air, just throw a Pikmin at his blowhole. That feels so wrong to say, and just simply go to work. There we go. I discovered the bowsprit. With this piece installed, my ship should regain some of its slick shape. Before ending, now with the armored cannon beetle now taken care of, we're going to get our reds and our yellows to work on this little bridge here. Just be careful with the fire geysers so your yellows don't get set on fire. I had a funny practice session where I lost 2 yellows to those fire geysers. But as the Pikmin are at work, we're simply gonna go rough it in the wilds with these Water Dumples. And that sounds like already these yellows are done with the bridge, but I'm going to keep attacking these guys until the blues are done with the wall. This is going to make it easier for me to. Oh, speaking of which, let's go get them. Actually, no. Before we even go get our blues, we're going to have a red to yellow take back the remain and the bowsprit. Make sure they take the bowsprit back home first. Oop. Not what I wanted. Alright. With these guys out of the way, with these guys busy taking back the remains and whatnot, we're gonna get our blues over here and finish off those Water Dumples. The next trip now I didn't really plan to get the ship part at some point in the Let's Play. In fact, I always thought it would be the last scene. And there we go. We didn't lose a single Pikmin, which in my practice one I did. But we want to throw our blues up on this ledge right here, which is really tricky to do because unlike yellows, blues and reds can't really be thrown that high. So there's some trickery to it. As you can see, I'm kind of failing too. No, he's going to fall over. Alright. There. Let's put our blues. Let's put our remainder 10 over here. And as we go up in this geyser, we're going to throw these Pikmin at this flower pop bud. What they do is essentially that every 10 Pikmin thrown into the flower, those Pikmin are converted into the corresponding color of that flower. In this case, there's a yellow candy pop bud. The downside is that this downgrades all your flowers into thank you game. It downgrades your flowers back to leaves, so that's a pain. But what can you do? Bowsprit. So called the face of the dolphin. In point of fact, I designed it. I have now discovered. Oh wait, I shan't read that part. Alright, so while I'm plucking the. Alright, so with all your yellow Pikmin plucked, normally you should just throw your Pikmin to the side of that shore, as they have a more far greater reach. But instead, swim! It's more faster that way anyway. Something to note though is that blue Pikmin can actually rescue drowning Pikmin. It's kind of Pikmin. Just as long as you have blues nearby, they'll immediately nearby the drowning Pikmin, they'll immediately pick them up and then throw them offshore. On the shore. Anyways, here's the next ship part. I found my Chronos reactor. Using strange new technology, this machine is able to warp the space-time continuum and turn it into energy. I am constantly amazed at how many mysteries are locked inside the parts of my ship. Now, and fail. Okay. You might want to just align your cursor a bit, but basically, just like before, simply throw your yellows into this blue candy pop bud, and then just simply, pluck them back. This will convert them back to the blues, of course. Sorry, I don't have much to say. Summer semester for me has officially ended for college, but I'm already have registered for the coming fall semester. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna be free, but this Let's Play is still going to be weekly uploaded, so don't expect, you know, daily uploads. Alright, with the blues taking back the Chrono Triggers, I'm going to get my yield, and I'm going to get another ship part, which, this ship part I kind of tend to have trouble with, though I think I'm not the only one in this case, but first things first, color of Pikmin, and then separate them, and get our yellows. So we're going back to where we had fought those bull bears, and over here, this, well, I don't know, I guess you call it ruins or whatever. Whatever, they look like ruins to me. I don't know. But here's the tricky part. You have to simply use your C-stick to simply command your Pikmin to command your Pikmin to around the corners. And damn it. And do expect that sometimes they will fall into the ledge below, and whatnot. I found my UV lamp. The only problem with this handheld light is that it can be too bright at times. I have to remember to wear my sun visor whenever I look at it. I'm going to separate, and don't you dare fall. Okay. It is possible for Pikmin to fall off that ledge and fall down there. And, well, as you can... Where am I? Okay. If you fall into that hole right there, there's a guide for you to use, but any Pikmin that falls down there, you got to use the sticks down there. I'm gonna quickly put my reds over here real quick. And now we have the Chronos reactor back. And in a few more seconds, we'll have the UV lamp. Chronos reactor. This reactor changes permutations in the space-time continuum into pure energy. Basically, it's like a big rubber band. Interesting. I'm gonna get the blues to pluck harvest the nectar and the game. UV lamp. This handy light is great for tanning, but doesn't seem to have any relationship to the dull flight capabilities. I doubt that it will affect my escape from this planet. Perhaps there are other parts like this as well. Kind of redundant now because I think that's all of the non-required ship parts at this point. Alright, now as our blues flowered up. Looks like we have one straggler. Oh well. I think that's all of the that's all of the non-required ship parts. I will put it up on the screen right now to show you how many ship parts are actually required and how many ship parts are not. But with some time remaining left over, give me a moment. I'm going to put 10 Pikmin over here, and I'm going to put my 20 on this ledge over here. The reason is because there's another ship part here, and I think we have enough time to actually get it back to the dolphin. Take up this geyser here. Which is actually kind of funny to me, because in my previous practice runs, I wasn't. I guess you can say I wasn't efficient enough to get all 3 ship parts in the same day, and instead I only got 2, which was the Chronos reactor and UV lamp. I found my number 2 ionic jet. It's easy on the eyes, and its fuel efficiency is easy on the budget. Sounds like what a car salesman would say. This requires 15, but we have 25, so they'll carry it back in a short time. But yeah, I'm actually kind of amazed I managed to get 3 ship parts in one instead of 2, because yeah, I guess practice makes perfect, I guess you can say. Actually, and with that remaining time left over, I'm going to simply get up. I'm going to get our yellows to go get those bomb rocks. That's off to the side over there. You get off to the side over here near this other ship part right there, which we will not get until next week. Sorry. It's yeah, everyone's at base, so I should be good. Yeah, I think this one has a few more bomb rocks. I could be wrong. And oh, hey. Our ship is looking more and more like our ship since the beginning of since the opening cutscene. Number 2 Ionic jet. The ads for these jets boast that, quote, with excellent mileage that's easy on the family budget. This jet will keep your wife smiling and propel you a happy home life. Come on. Alright. Don't get stuck. Yeah, we're really pressed for time now. But yeah, I'm going to simply separate these guys real quick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oop, there's a counter. And I'm going to ignore you, Wallywall, because you don't really matter. Alright. Let me double check. Yeah, everyone's at base, so even if you don't make it in time, they're at base. 1, 0. Yep, there we go. Alright, that was a very quick episode, but 3 ships in 1. Fine, good job, I will say. And that was also a very quick rematch with the Cannon Armored Beetle. Or is it Armored Cannon Beetle? Or whatever. I'll bring up screen if I have the words mixed up. 12 days is impact. If I can just find 5 more parts of the dolphin, the dolphin will be fully rebuilt. But time has grown short. I must not flag in every search. Even if I cannot recover every piece, I will not give up. Surely some of those parts aren't absolutely necessary. I can only see my smiling family. Again, redundant because we pretty much got all of the non-required ship parts, I think. But yeah. Okay, so we sprouted 50 Pikmin and lost none. So that's cool. So next time on Let's Play Pikmin, we're just going to be wrapping up at the distant spring and also fight that optional boss I mentioned before. This is going to be a very fun. Next week is going to be very fun. So until then, this is Atari Nobunaga, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.